Oh, funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're live. Look at that. Is anybody there? Okay. All right. Silence.
We're just waiting, right?
Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay, so I don't know. We'll start.
What are you going to talk about today? Kind of a thing.
You want to talk about your day?
My day? My day was great.
You know, your day started out.
Oh, it didn't start that day. It was halfway through the day.
Okay, so yeah.
Through the day.
Oh, hi, Katie. Hi, Katie. Katie, this is a great story. You're gonna love this story. Hi, Tara. Hi, Karen. Hi. This is Darth Viper 9. So Jason's been having a little bit of a problem with his truck. And start with the other day. What happened the other day? Was your first indication that there was something going on?
So I came out of work. No, take that back.
Do the short version though.
Okay, the short version is the night before it was cold, and so I went out and I just kind of checked everything. I was moving the truck away from the one stall to the other stall.
Okay.
So there's a lot of paper in here. And so I have this
Katie says, "Did my husband break it?" No, just wait, just wait. It's better than that.
So I mean, I'm out in the woods a lot and stuff. So I got some toilet paper in there and stuff, and just in case. And so I'm like, well, that can't be anything. Thought maybe the kids were screwing around or something. So I get up and I go to work.
And there's toilet paper kind of shredded.
Bits.
Little bits. Little bits of toilet paper. Okay.
And then the next morning, there's some more bits. And I was just like, whatever. I thought, well, maybe get wet. It is winter, all that stuff. So then I go to work and I come out, and as I'm sitting in the truck, I'm finding a lot of bits, it's everywhere.
Of toilet paper.
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, and I go to open the glove box, and I can't open it because it's packed with toilet paper. And finally I get it open, and this little mouse pokes his head out, and I grab him, and sorry.
Chuck him out the door.
Chuck him out the window. Sorry if you like mice, but I don't like them in my truck. So then I'm like, sweet, I got said mouse, no issues. Well, then I go.
The scale says, "Oh no, rats ate your left door."
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's close.
Whatever rats, you get mine.
So then I go. How this transpires? So I clean up all the bits, and I get rid of most of everything. I think I left one roll.
And then your hat.
Yeah. So then I go to grab my hat, and the ball is missing. It's gone. So the hat.
It had one of those little pom-pom balls.
Is without a ball. There's no ball, just a hat. And I'm like, well, that's odd. It's maybe I lost it. So then I'm looking underneath everything, trying to find it. Can't find it. So I'm like, that little bugger. He ate my ball. So then I look in the back seat. There's another hat, and there's a hole about that big in it.
Threw that one away today. It was one of his favorites too.
And I'm finding, all right. So when this all happened, it got really cold and we got a lot of snow. And so there was a lot of snow on top of the truck because I had it out that night. And so usually when the snow melts, it slides off, makes a lot of noise. Well, all the snow fell off, and I was like, sweet, it's gone. But then every time I turn a corner, it'd be like. And I could hear it.
And he can't handle noises.
I'm a
So, like, if there's change in a cup holder or anything making a noise anywhere in the car, he, like, freaks out. He'll pull over. He'll, like, find the noise. And
yeah.
So he's been dealing with this for a couple of days.
And Mark, just wait. The story gets better. He was way busier than you think. So here's like, I'm thinking that, oh, I got a leak in the roof of my truck, which never had that happen. And I've got ice up there, and it's sliding around. And I'm like, well, that sucks. How the heck do I get ice out? So then I literally went through this whole thought process how I was going to put a heater in my truck and melt it from the inside out and try and like.
He's been talking about this for
about a week.
Yeah, days. It's been a couple days.
So anyway, I'm driving it today, and all of a sudden I hear click, 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 and then click, 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 and like I'm hearing what I think is ice, but then all of a sudden a kernel of corn comes out and like falls at my feet. And I had 2 bags of corn in the back of my truck.
And now it's in the ceiling.
Yeah. So now I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together, and my ceiling is packed with corn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I blame your husband, Katie, by the way. So here is this. Now I've got a ceiling full of corn. I've got a mouse issue, and I go and I open up the hood of the truck, and there's a nest on the top of the engine, like packed in there, like toilet paper, pom-pom hat pieces, corn, all packed. I'm lucky I didn't make popcorn when I was driving down the road. That's a fact. So.
Oh gosh.
So I'm like, okay, well we have a problem. So I go to the back of the truck, and I'm home now, and I unload the bags of corn, and like there's one that's like a third gone. Like it's gone. And there's a hole like this big, and there's corn everywhere in the back of the truck. And mind you, there's a topper on the back of the truck, so I don't know how this bugger got out. But if it's one mouse, he took 1 kernel of corn at a time, went outside the truck, went back inside the truck, went up into the headliner and deposited it into his little stash of happiness, and went all the way back out to the back of the truck and got another, because I mean, they can't, he was this big.
How did we not see this? And you drive around a lot.
No.
Like, how does this happen?
So, all right, so I get the headliner down, and I vacuum everything out, and I'm not happy at this point in time. And I get rid of every single thing in the truck I can possibly find. I vacuum up pom-pom pieces and whatever. And then I go to the engine of the truck, and I get the nest out of the top of the truck, and I get all that out of there. And I'm like, I wonder if the air cleaner. So I open up the air cleaner, and oh my God, it is like a hotel. There is pom-poms, there's toilet paper, I think there's part of the tabs for our truck was in there.
Oh, nice. That's great.
There was. What else was in there? Oh, it was full of corn. So he was camping. He was camping, and that's where he was going to live.
Yeah.
And I got all that out, and I'm praying. I'm just praying that now that the corn's gone, now that all the toilet paper is gone, so he can't have any more bits. There's no more hats for him to chew on, and his nests are gone. So I'm praying that that's the end of it.
The best part. Okay, so the kids and I stopped at a gas station the other night, and Toba says, "Oh, this is where Daddy and I stopped when he took all the stuff out of his glove box."
And that was when the nest was in there.
That was when he found the nest in there. So the kids were with when he had to pull over and take everything out from the nest in the glove box. So at least they weren't with you when you found the mouse, because they'd want to keep it.
Yeah, a mouse does not belong in my truck.
Yeah,
it's just the way it is. Like, we're animal lovers, but not to that point.
Okay, so yeah, and this is kind of like our whole year has kind of been like this. But so then Jason got to go for a good ski today, so that was awesome. And then I decided to clean the chicken coop since it was 40 degrees out, so it was a perfect day to clean the chicken coop. So I'm like full of chicken poop and whatever, and I go to put gas in our side-by-side and dump gas all over my brand new gloves. I use the Rancher gloves from SSG, best farm gloves ever. They're so warm.
They're the insulated ones.
They're the insulated ones. I just got them. I've worn them maybe 5 times, and they were, $40 some bucks, full of gas. So I hope I can save them. I washed them right away, but anyway. got gas all over my pants. So right now I'm currently smelling like gas and chicken poop.
Yeah, so, but you brought the pants into our bedroom. You put them in our bathtub.
Oh, it's kind of awkward because when I come in the house, I want to go trotting through the house without any pants on.
You just tell us to look the other way, and we would have.
There's the bathtub.
I know, you got to figure that out tonight, though.
All right. Okay. So all right. So let's look and see.
Anyway.
Oh no. Katie says that Rich said you brought more mice to the shop too because he had a trap. Nice.
It's not true because whatever. I'm not gonna argue with Katie. We'll take this up this summer when we cook ribs on the campfire, and we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about mice.
We'll talk about it, and we'll hash it out, and then we'll wrestle. But that's the only way it's going down.
Oh gosh. Worse than when I had a wasp nest in the fresh air intake on my veteran military truck. That's. I've had that happen on a military vehicle before, and that is no good. So yours was way worse, man. Facts. There's no way. Here, you're like not in the screen, sort of. Okay. Okay. So let's see. But the mouse was very quiet. Yes, it was very, apparently very quiet.
Oh, it's Scotland. Hello, Tracy. Hi, Tracy.
Oh, hi, Tracy. Tracy comments on a lot of my videos. Thank you, Tracy. Glad you could join us. Let's see. Okay, who has questions?
Or a story.
Stories are good. Do you have any stories you want to tell?
No.
While we wait. Okay. Hey, Beck. Well, that's cool. We got Katie and Beck and Tara and hey, Danny. Danny's here. Hey, if you guys haven't seen my friend Danny the Horse Girls channel, be sure to go check her out. Danny's here chatting with us too. So we spend a lot of time with them. How is Manzer today?
You can take that one.
Oh, hey. Where are you going?
Talk about Manzer and other ones.
Oh, I didn't realize you could do that.
Yeah, you're teaching.
Okay, so Manzer today. So thank you guys for being patient with the whole me still showing you videos from a couple months ago. I've got a couple of really good ones that I'll be posting very, very soon over Christmas. I hope to get quite a few of them up to you. But so anyway, so Manzer today. So the whole separating Manzer and Nika is extremely good. And basically what I do is at feeding time, I just let him and Nika in. They're both out with the herd. He's not weaned yet. And they just go into their individual stalls to eat their grain. Well, tonight I let them all out. And Manzer decided that he wasn't going to go back out in the pasture. He was just going to do a hot lap around the fenced-in area that we have behind our barn. And then go back in and go in Nika's stall and check for any grain in there.
He's learning.
He's never done that before.
But he's learning.
So I locked his little butt in the stall, and thinking that maybe he'd be like, oh, well, but my mom, I want to go outside. So that's the very first time he's ever been locked in the barn by himself with no other horses in there. And he finished up the little tidbits of grain that he found on the ground because Nika's an incredibly messy eater, and went over and started eating hay. Fail. So
safe to say that he's comfortable in the barn by himself.
He's comfortable. He's totally comfortable being separated. So I'm really happy with how this pre-weaning process is going, and the separating. It's really worked out super well, and I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, and then when I did let him out, I had to kind of shoo him out of the stall. He didn't want to go out, and I had to kind of chase him out because he was just comfortable being in the barn. So
Nancy asked, "Have you ever ridden Icelandics?"
No.
But we've ridden Norwegian fjords.
Yeah, those are totally different.
But we haven't
They're
ridden
not gated.
Icelandics.
Yeah.
You've always wanted to, though.
Cool. Icelandics would be super cool. I really like gated breeds. Gated breeds are so cool. I love how they move. And what's so confusing, though, is every single gated breed has different terminology and different gaits. All the different movements that they do are all called something different. So it's really interesting to learn about those. So, but I'd love to go. I'd love to go and ride Icelandic horses in Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did Manzer think of the snow the first time he saw it? Well, he was a little surprised. I wish I would have gotten that on video. I did get his very first like snow day on video. Oh, Jason's removing nasty people. Wow. Okay, so so what was funny though is Manzer really enjoyed eating the snow. That was his favorite thing. Very similar to another little boy I know.
Our son.
Yep. Boy, I'm glad you're here to do this.
Keep going.
Okay, well, I can't see anything.
Sorry.
We got a couple of rude comments going on here.
Keep going. Keep going.
Let's see. So do you think you'll fall off the roof shoveling snow again this year? He didn't actually fall off the roof. He fell through the roof.
Yeah, I was going to say technically.
And hopefully that's not the case because we did fix the roof on the barn, so that shouldn't be a problem.
We did. Yeah, we did. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because we already have like half as much snow as we had already this year, and last year was late in the year, and
yeah,
it's going to be a thing.
This year so far has been crazy, snow-wise. We have more snow right now than I saw like at the end of the year last year. The snow came off of both barns today. So we've got our hay barn and our small barn, which are fairly close together, and the snow slides off the roof. And the center area, we can usually walk through there most of the winter. It's covering the fence. I've never seen it that high before.
Well, last year was that high, but it was towards the end.
Yeah. It's crazy. Absolutely
it turns
crazy.
into a glacier.
Yeah.
The worst part about it is that when it gets that much snow in there, it gets really dense.
Mm-hmm.
It freezes, and then it takes forever in the spring for it to melt.
Yeah.
So it's like wet for a lot longer. That's the part that stinks.
Yeah.
Normally it's not a big deal. And then it came off of the front of the arena.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it came off when people were parking there because
oh my gosh.
there was only like inches.
It's so bad when snow falls off the front of our arena. If you haven't watched our winter videos, go and check out. I have a playlist. Everything that I do is put into playlists, and I love playlists. It reminds me of like Netflix videos. But so go and find the one that's titled "Surviving Winter with Horses," I think it is. But you'll see the snow come off the roof, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to see how much is on there.
So Amanda and Manny Horse Life. Ice storms are terrible. Last year, what happened is we got that ice storm right before we got
87 feet of snow.
Yeah, and then it turned into a thing. So I don't envy you at all. So hopefully you guys
ice is terrible. You can't do anything about ice. It's awful. Does that work? Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a big white
flare.
Mm-hmm.
How's the new merchandise going? Well, check it out. What do you guys think of this shirt? Student of the Horse. And this font is called Stampede because it kind of looks like it ended up in the dirt. And then it has logo on the back. Mm-hmm. So this is available online. If you go to I'll list the link below to my Teespring, my online store. And this is the women's premium long sleeve tee. And the premium ones are my favorite. They're super soft. So this is my new favorite shirt. Absolutely love it.
That's a good one. Book titles to learn about basic horsemanship.
Yes. Mary Pat, you sent a message about that too. I've got a few different books. Can I go get them real quick? Do you think you can?
I can go get them. We're next to this.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to entertain everyone.
You going to be nice?
There you go.
Promise?
So to talk about the snow here again. So last year, if you guys watched the videos, you saw a lot of what we had and stuff. But there was a lot of barns that collapsed last year, and it was later in the year though. But we got a lot at once. And it was kind of like the same thing. We got a big ice storm. And then we got snow on top of it, and so the snow wasn't coming off the roofs, and it was just kind of sticking. But this year we've already got a ton of snow early, and so it's like I've already seen 3 or 4 pole buildings collapse just on my drive today. So hopefully that's not a thing, because it's pretty tough, and it's hard to find people to fix them in the spring because everyone's so busy. Hopefully it doesn't become a thing again. You got them?
Yep.
No, you have to. You can't do that.
What?
Because you're pinching.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is my stack of current favorite horse books. These are kind of like my go-tos. Here's 2 that I'm currently reading, and then the others are ones that I've really enjoyed over the years. The Faraway Horses by Buck Brannaman. Fantastic read. You can't put it down kind of read. Excellent book. And you can find this book on Buck Brannaman's website. I'm sure it's probably on Amazon too. And then classic is Tom Dorrance. Anything that you can find by Tom Dorrance is truly, it's awesome. It is the finest horsemanship I think that you can find. I really am very sad that I never got the opportunity to meet Tom, because he's just a heck of a horseman. And then this one too, Think Harmony with Horses by Ray Hunt. Anything and everything that you can find by Ray Hunt is so worth every minute of your time. And so the thing is Tom Dorrance taught Ray Hunt. Ray Hunt taught Buck Brannaman. And Ray Hunt also taught one of my, I call her a mentor, a trainer friend, Lee Smith. Lee Smith is absolutely fantastic, and you can look her up online, leesmithdiamonds.com. She's great, and she does clinics in Australia, all over the place. She's really in the U.S. everywhere. But this groundwork book, when I first bought this is Buck Brannaman. When I first bought it, I felt like it only applied to somebody that was maybe like starting Mustangs or horses that just really hadn't been handled, that sort of thing. And then the more I learned, the more I realized that this stuff in here is gold. This is really good stuff in here, regardless of what your skills are like. 'Cause he does a lot of rope work, and I'm not a roper, but I've found a lot of good things in this book. This is a book that I recommend for kids, and actually, this is really great. It's a good read for adults too. Very good basic stuff for everybody. And this is a friend of ours. His name is Nate Bowers. This is his book, and it's a 4-H guide to training horses. And this has really been great. I've passed this around to a lot of kids in my barn. Excellent book. And then the 2 that I'm currently reading right now, and I'm loving this book so much, I'm To Catch a Horse by Amy Skinner. Amy I follow her on Facebook, and I feel like I've met her at a clinic or 2 along the way, but she's just got a lot of really good things to share, and she really makes you think. This book's got a lot of things in it that I'm like, and you sit and ponder on it for a while. So I highly recommend this book to anyone to read. It's really great. And then this is one that I just really opened up recently. I've been listening to some of these podcasts, but Evidence-Based Horsemanship. This has been, podcasts are fantastic. So, okay, I hope that helps you with a little list of reading material. As far as, for me, I'm more of a visual person than a reader. And I absolutely love all of Buck Brannaman's DVDs. I watch all those. Lee Smith has some DVDs too that are pretty good. So, okay, let's see.
There was one up here I wanted to answer.
Oh, yeah, and then Buck Brannaman has a documentary. The documentary is absolutely fantastic. It was on Netflix for a while, and I think it was on Prime, and it's just called Buck the Film. It's really good.
Masters Equine had said that it's strange because they're further north than us.
Yep.
Masters Equine, where are you guys located? But to answer your question, sort of with it, the weather here is unique because we have Lake Superior. So Lake Superior is obviously largest freshwater lake in the world, and so a lot of moisture comes off that lake. And then where our farm is located, we're at the highest elevation you can get from the lake. And so what happens is that it picks up all that moisture, and it gets higher in altitude up by us, and then it gets cold, and then it dumps everything like within a band, like a 20-mile band, 30-mile band from here right past Danny the Horse Girl's place, and then over to another place called Weaning. And so that band of snow, we just get hit. So, I work 7 miles from home, 8 miles from home, and we could get 14 inches of snow, 20 inches of snow here and go into town and see 4 inches.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In 7 to 8 miles. It's that much of a difference. It's just that we are that much higher than everywhere else. And so it's not all the places, but it's a little bit unique to our spot. So.
And Inspired Clips, she says, thank you for encouraging me to get familiar with domestic horses before my dream of helping Mustangs. You are absolutely welcome, and thank you very much for taking that advice. That's great. The more you learn, the more you'll be able to help more horses later on. Let's see.
Oh, you got to come to the UP and ride the Hiawatha, Angela?
Awesome.
That's awesome. It's nice. It's a beautiful area.
CC the Equestrian, you ride at the Paso Fino farm that I rode at back in March. Okay, so back in March, if you scroll back on my videos a little bit, you'll see I went to Canada with Danny the Horse Girl and her mom, Katie. We went to Canada to meet the Day by Day family. If you're not familiar with Day by Day, they have a really great channel. They're daily vloggers, and they've got several horses. And we went and rode at a Paso Fino farm while we were there. I had never ridden a Paso Fino. Super cool experience. It was awesome. Really fun trail ride. And I also got the opportunity to ride several other horses while we were there. Now, I want to let everybody know and send my most sincere condolences to the Day by Day family, because their mare Stella, just a couple of days ago, passed. She had a tragic accident. So I encourage you, though, if you've not seen the Day by Day channel, to head on over and check that out, because they have a really great inspirational channel. It's good family fun. Okay, so let's see.
Oh, Masters Equine, you're in Ontario. Yeah, that would make sense. Yep. You get colder than us, though, I think.
Yeah, the whole cold. Like we were in Duluth a couple weeks ago, last week. Minnesota, and it's cold there.
Wrong side of the lake.
Cold, and they don't get as much snow as us, and that was pretty miserable. It was super cold. It was a lot warmer at home.
I used to live there, so I get it.
Yeah. Katie and I got
lost.
Got lost in Duluth
with a horse trailer and roads you shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, and the roads are all like this.
You guys go to the ghetto with a horse trailer. Yeah. It was ghetto. Facts.
Well, anyway, and it was So one-way roads everywhere, stick shift, truck. Yeah. But it was fun. Mutts RS, you went to 2 Bucks clinics. Good for you. That's awesome. Bucks. I've been riding the Buck for 6 years, I think. And every time I go, I learn something new, and I can just check one more thing off that list. And I try to ride with them as frequently as I can. Lee Smith, I met her actually the year that Ray Hunt died. I've been riding with her for over 10 years. So I am really thankful that I got into that style of horsemanship. Let's see. If you see any questions, you let me know, okay? Because I'm trying not to miss. I feel like the last one I missed a lot. Hey, Megan. Thank you.
Oh,
what are
there we
some
go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll drive.
What?
I'll drive.
Well, some fun ways to break up the monotony of indoor riding arena. Indoor riding. You know, every single day that I ride, I do different things. Right now, I've got, like, I'll set up kind of every week or two, I set up something different as far as obstacles go. So right now, I've got like those jumping blocks. They come, you can lay them flat or lay them on their side or lay them upright, and you can put ground poles and then make jumps whatever size you want. So I have them laid out in like a zigzag pattern right now. So what we've been doing is we ride around the arena and we do a figure 8 over the jumps. And I've got some set up as cross rails and some just flat. And so that way, and they're not high enough where it's like an actual jump, but there still is a ground pole. So that's been really fun because we're working on a lot of figure 8s and doing different things there. And then also, since I have it zigzagged through the center of my arena, as we're, don't mind my like drawing here, but you're coming around the arena this way, and you can go across the arena like that and try to ride over those zigzags. Probably sounds a little bit complicated, like without seeing it, but it's super fun. So that's been something we've been enjoying doing. And then I also will do like a serpentine over them too. So it just mixes it up and makes it so there's a lot of different things that you can do just with one little obstacle setup. So that's just one example of the many different things that I do.
Masters Equine, yeah. So I don't know if I've ever seen 40 below here. 40 below Celsius is the same as 40 below Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we've had 40 below with wind chill. There's the
yeah,
winter.
But they get it without wind chill.
Oh yeah, that's
cool. I did live in
wow.
Fairbanks, Alaska, for a couple of years back in the day, and I skied at 52 below Fahrenheit without wind chill.
52 below, because Fahrenheit is colder than Celsius.
No, it's a foot scale. So
I'm so confused.
Yeah. Just know that 40 below Celsius is the same as 40 below Fahrenheit, and then it gets equivalent to cold.
All right, moving on.
And yes, Angela, it does get cold in Minnesota. I live there too. It's super cold. It's like the kind of cold that I don't even understand.
Oh, do I have riding goals for Tova, or does she have some for next summer? Oh gosh.
Are you asking her, or are you asking us? Because if you ask her, she's going to be in a Grand Prix, and she's going to
she's going to be
NHR.
Yeah, last night she just told us, I've heard her tell multiple people this, that she's going to be an Olympic rider. Mm-hmm. I told her that she needs to get her butt up to the barn and ride more if that's the case. And then, we
need to get a third job.
Yeah, because we can't afford those kind of horses. But she is like me in the sense that she loves everything, wants to do everything with horses, and she sees no reason why she can't chase cows, go over jumps, ride bareback, and run for rodeo princess. She wants to do all those things. So she's
good on her. But.
Yeah, my goal for both my kids is just that they have the absolute best horsemanship that they can. So we always put our horse first, and that they do their best and they have fun. That is the ultimate. So Tova's goal this past summer was to canter on as many horses as she possibly could, and I think she cantered 9 horses. So that was a pretty big deal for her. She was really excited. And that was everything from, the minis up to 15 3-hand horse. So that was pretty fun to watch her. Sorry.
Yeah,
you're driving.
Yep, I'm driving. So
hi, Missy.
This one here, Amanda and Manny Horse Life. It's okay if you're in Connecticut. Just get like a whole bunch of people all together that want to take lessons, and we'll come out and visit you.
We would totally come for a clinic. So if anybody is interested in having us come to you, we would do that.
Set it up.
Just get in touch with me and get a bunch of friends together, and we can make that happen. I really want to go to the UK. So somebody, because there's that Frisian farm there that I really want to go to. So somebody needs to have us come over to the UK.
I've got a whole list of places.
Yeah, I am going to start doing clinics. And it's going to kind of become a serious thing for me sooner than later, I think. I think my specialty is working with kids, but I love working with adults too. But I think that my strong points are working with beginners or those who need help with confidence, that sort of thing, and just all around horsemanship. So that's my trolling revolution. Thanks for joining us. Let's see, there was somebody that I wanted to
down or up.
Someone had asked a breed of horse that I haven't ridden that I would like to. Who was it? Thank you for including family and unplanned natural events in your videos. Yeah, we keep it real around here.
Our life
is
a bit of a comedic
yeah
scenario.
Our life is a whole series of unplanned natural events.
Yeah.
Melissa, why did I pick barrel racing? I really didn't. I started barrel racing when I was 3, and so I mean, my mom kind of picked that for me, and I had a little need for speed, so it worked out good. But so yeah, I didn't really pick it. It's just something that I ended up doing that I enjoyed. That's what my mom did too. We just did it at local stuff.
Megan Namaste is asking about your shirt again.
Okay.
She's like, she missed it before, but where'd you get your shirt?
Megan, if you go to my online store through Teespring, I had these made. I'll show you the back. So there's a whole collection of different shirts, and I have Manzer shirts, I have Nika shirts, I have all kinds of fun shirts on there. But I'm sorry, I pinched your leg again.
You're just killing me.
Get up again. So I'll post a link in the description below this video after we're done with it, and then you can find it. And it's on my other videos too, the link to the store. But super comfy. This is the premium women's long sleeve tee, and I love it. It's my new favorite shirt. Let's see.
Amanda and Manny, Horse Life. That's awesome. Yeah, just let us know. We're always in for a drive and an adventure.
Absolutely. CC the Equestrian. I would love to come back to Canada. I would love to. We had the best time. Danny and Katie and I, we really had so much fun. And something that I've been thinking about a lot lately is the horse simulator that we went and rode. That was amazing, and I really feel like I need that in my life right now. So that would be super fun to go and do again.
Yeah, after Christmas.
Yeah, not anytime soon. So
yeah, we're a little involved with Christmas right now.
Yeah. We're wrapping stuff tonight.
We have a 5 and a 7-year-old.
Oh, Tracy asked, what breed had I not ridden, would like to, and why? I want to ride every breed of horse. There's not a breed of horse that I don't want to get my hands on. And but I don't think I've been on an Andalusian. That would be super cool. I'd like that a lot. But I don't know. All of them. I want to ride all of them. I would really love to ride. I haven't been on a Hanoverian. I've been on Oldenburg, but not a Hanoverian. I think dressage horses are super cool. So, have I ever ridden a Gypsy, Vanner, or Friesians? Absolutely. I started. I had 3 Gypsy Friesian crosses that I started as 3-year-olds. All 3 of those I started, and then I rode their mom too for a while. She's a Friesian, and I've had plenty of experience with Gypsies too. So we've been down that road for sure.
I finished a Friesian. You look like you helped you. I helped.
No, that was the other.
No, I helped.
No, that was the other one.
Yeah.
That was that other big black horse.
What was it?
That was a walker.
No, it wasn't. No.
That was 8 years ago. How would I remember that?
I don't know. It wasn't a walker. It was that. It was the one that went to the police force.
Oh yeah, you're right. That one was
I would like. Yeah. This is official. It's live.
No, I wasn't pregnant, but you rode that one. Yes, you rode that one.
This is on YouTube, and it's there forever. That I was right. Please say it.
Yes, he's right.
Thank you.
Right. Forgot about that one. Percheron Friesian that I had for training. He was being ridden dressage and trail ridden, and he had a habit of out on the trail he would take off. And when a Friesian Percheron decides that it's going to just run home, there's not a lot that you can do. And he really didn't like the dressage work that was being done with him and stuff too. So I had that horse, and he also had a major accident in a horse trailer. He flipped the bar that's in front. He flipped over it and went upside down, and his hind feet were sticking up into the manger. And he had to be pulled out of the trailer with the tractor, I believe. That was.
And he was okay though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was okay. He ripped off part of his hind hoof and had to be on stall rest for quite some time. But he had a full recovery. But that was when they first got him, and then after they had a few situations with him, he came to me for training, and he was, I don't know, maybe 7. He was at least 16 hands, maybe 17 hands.
He was a big boy.
He was a big boy, but he was all like, I mean, he was Percheron, he was big. So I just put him right through my regular program and had him doing all the stuff that I expect every other horse to do. And I really liked that horse. He was super cool. And
he almost became a permanent wrestler.
Yeah, they actually offered to trade him for Nakona. I declined, but he was super cool. And they wanted, the whole thing is they wanted to sell him since he wasn't going to work out for what they wanted. And he went down to Florida and became a
mounted police.
He worked for the deputy department as a search and rescue. So, and had to do all kinds of cool things. So here's the thing: is like in my barn, I would use him. I'd have a group lesson going on, and everybody would have to side pass down the wall, and I would have him on the end, and anybody that wasn't side passed, and he would just kind of push him along, and it was really cool. And we'd play soccer and do all kinds of stuff with him. So the job that he went to do, he really got to experience a lot of really cool stuff in my barn that kind of set him up to be successful at that. So that was a really cool horse. Loved it. Cece, we'll see you later. Thanks for joining in.
Have you done vaulting?
Have I done vaulting? No, and I want to so bad. I don't even know where to go. So here's the thing. If you know anything about vaulting and you have, I would love to go and learn it or get a certification even, if that's possible. And because I've got a lot of kids in my barn that would love to do vaulting. That would be awesome.
Karen, no, we don't have an electric heater that tapes attached to the edge of the arena roof. It's usually not an issue. It usually slides off. As soon as it gets like a warm day like we have right now, it just comes ripping right off. Last year when we got all that snow, it was so cold and it just stayed cold. But if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video that we did about how to get rid of it, because it was quite the undertaking. And then you can also watch what happens when about 6 feet of snow comes ripping off all at once.
Amanda and Manny said, what style of riding do I prefer and why? I guess I am a Western rider. You know, that's what I rode in till I was 10. And then I started riding English when I was 10. And now my go-to is I grab my halter. I put the halter on my horse. I drag her up to the arena and I just get on her bareback. So that's my go-to. So that's, I love to ride bareback. Absolutely love it. But Western is, probably my background. What is vaulting? Tracy says. Basically, vaulting is like gymnastics on horseback. They have these really cool saddles that are meant to, they have like handles that you hold on, and they stand up on the horses and do all these really cool moves. It's kind of like yoga / gymnastics. It's super cool. So Google vaulting and check it out. There's some really neat videos about it. I would love it. Let's see. Angela, thank you. And she's from the UK too. I'll go check her out. Hey, wait. I just saw, hold on. I just saw somebody. Hi, Dan. Merry Christmas. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see.
What is the funniest thing any of your horses have done?
Oh, gosh. There's been a lot of them, but I'll tell you one of my favorite stories from when I was a kid. The horses were just running like crazy around my parents' pasture, and we couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And they're like running scared. And here comes my little bay gelding Poco up the rear, and he has a cone, like a pylon, like a traffic cone, that we had an outdoor arena out in the pasture, and we had all the little obstacles for trail class and stuff, and he went and grabbed a cone, and he was just swinging it around and following the other horses, and they were running for their lives away from him. So that was pretty funny. But there's so many things that have happened. I can't think of anything that's the first one that popped into my head, but so many funny things over the years. My gosh, I should write them down as I think of them.
Put them in a jar.
Yep.
Most recent. Oh, Angela, that's cool. To check her out.
I say do like a Canadian. A lot of people think that I'm Canadian. So when I went to Texas, one of the ladies in the boutiques that we went to said my accent was cute. Like, I'm straight up Youper. I'm a Youper.
Borderline redneck.
I am borderline redneck, yes. Yes. Let's see. Have I heard about Liberty horse training? Yes. I have heard about Liberty horse training. And yes, I have ridden my horse without tack, bridle, or saddle. And Danny, the horse girl, is actually going to be doing a demonstration on Liberty work. I can't spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it, but just follow Danny, the horse girl, and you'll see. Okay. All right. You got anything else here? How long have we been going? 45 minutes. I don't know if I missed anybody here.
Oh.
What?
You jumped it. It's over here. I don't know what that was.
Since Jason was right.
Once again. Oh, documented. Thank you, Angela.
Thanks.
We're going to put her on the Christmas card list.
Let's see. Camarog? I don't know what that is. We'll look it up. I'm sure it's not a U.S. breed, but something I would really like to do is to go and see, like, I love the book Misty of Chincoteague, and so to see the ponies of Assateague Island, I think that would be really neat. So if you ever wanted to like take me somewhere, that'd be a good one.
You're gonna have to write that down.
You can go back to the video and watch it.
True story.
Okay. Masters Equine, please answer you. Who am I answering you on?
Oh, we'll take a look, man.
Yeah, send me a message because that I won't remember. I'm so sorry, but I am. Send me a message so I know that I got the right person.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Yeah.
If you've never owned a horse and thinking about doing so, what are your tips on doing so? Okay. If you do you have
how much time do you have?
What about experience-wise? Are you beginner or do you have experience?
Don't wait for the answer. Just keep going.
Okay. Just
talk.
talk. Okay. Okay. So Becky, here's the thing. If you've never owned a horse before and you're a beginner, okay, don't buy a horse. Don't buy a horse. Because the amount of education that you need to own a horse, what you want to do is spend your money now on taking lessons and get as many lessons as you can. And I say this frequently, but there's a meme that's floated around on Facebook and Instagram that says you don't need a $35,000 horse or whatever number that they throw out there. You need a $1,000 horse and $34,000 worth of lessons. And that is so very true. And what I always say is the more lessons that you take, the more education you get, which broadens your horizons more as to what horse you can get when you are ready. So like right now as a beginner, whatever horse you own is going to come down to your level, okay, so to speak. So
we're up to it if you're good enough.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd be better off learning as much as you can because right now as a beginner, you've got a very limited group of horses that you could, get by with, okay? So, and they're going to be pretty expensive because horses that are good for beginners, they go for a pretty penny because they are worth their weight in gold, basically. So, but the more you learn and the more horses that you ride, the more you're going to be able to be like, oh, well, I can handle a little bit more. I don't need that beginner horse. I can go with more of an intermediate horse. I can handle these issues, whatever. So, but my advice is find a trainer that you that has a really good reputation that you can trust. And then what would be great too is
isn't trying to sell you
something exactly. So or attend some clinics. I highly recommend if you ever get the opportunity to go to a Buck Brannaman clinic, do it.
Even if you just watch it.
Exactly. So go check it out. You'll learn so much, and you're going to go there and you're going to be like, okay, I'm totally overwhelmed. I don't understand any of this. And that's okay, because the next time you go, you're going to have learned, a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And that's what it's all about. So, but if you have the opportunity to lease a lesson horse, that would be ideal too, because that is the next step. So I do that with my horses, lessons on them, and then I lease them to a select, group of students. And then that's the whole goal, is to eventually get to where they can own horses. So hope that wasn't too long and drawn out.
Well, and let me throw one thing in there. Your interests may change.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You might find that you're like, oh man, this horse that I bought, I really am starting to like jumping, and this horse is not going to be appropriate for jumping. So if you can learn all that stuff and you can troubleshoot through the lesson process, man, that will save you so much headache later on, so much money. Take all your money and invest it into lessons right now in education.
I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. I bought my horse, Nika, that's out there. But I learned more from a horse that I never, ever would purchase in my life.
Oh, absolutely.
Which was her mother's horse, Missy.
Which was Miss Kitty's mother.
Mm-hmm.
So those of you who have seen Miss Kitty, her mother is the one that taught Jason the most.
I mean, from like basically 2 to 3 years of riding that horse between trails and competitions, I learned more on that horse than I ever would have learned, even from an instructor, because it was such a good horse, and that horse demanded that you did things right.
Yeah, absolutely. If you didn't, you just were going to have a really sorry of a ride. So, but yeah, you'll learn so much about the type of horse that you get along with. It's so much easier. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kat.
Yeah.
For you, it's very easy to buy a horse and hard to sell.
Yes. Well, and let me tell you this too. Yes, it's very easy to buy a horse. I could go tomorrow and have 10 free horses. Period. All I have to do is make some phone calls. 10 free horses tomorrow.
They're never free.
Do I want those horses? There's a good chance I don't. A lot of the horses in my herd actually were free, but they're all horses that it was specific. So I get so many calls for people trying to give me horses, but there's so much that goes into getting a horse to be the way that you want it to be, and that's what stinks, is when you buy something that doesn't work out for you. Now you got to try to sell it. And that's really hard. But let me tell you this too, you cannot trust so many people who sell horses, because all they want to do is get rid of that horse so it's somebody else's headache. If they have problems with that horse, they don't want to deal with it anymore. They want to peddle it on to somebody else. Mm-hmm. So you be careful, and don't believe people who are selling horses. Make sure that there's a reference. Right. So I have clients that will contact me when they're ready to look for a horse, and they're looking at everything on Craigslist and Facebook and whatever else, and I'm like, I don't even want to look at it. I won't even look at the ads. I'm like, if you want to buy a horse and you want me to help you, let me help you find it. And I know the reputable people to go to try to find a horse. So, because a lot of times you don't really know what you're getting.
I like how Tracy Rain says, whose horse? I think she's referring to the fact that Nika, in a contentious piece of it. Yeah. I will go back to my original piece to that. Tracy, thank you for bringing it up. It's my horse. Legally, my horse. Legally. Which also means that Manzer is legally my horse. So be nice. Play nice.
It's going to be an ongoing thing forever.
Like, look, we can talk, but I just want to talk contract. It's legal. It's the way it is. You can buy them. Would you like to buy an answer from me? How about Nika? Would you like to buy Nika? They're for sale. Everything's for sale.
Thank you, Masters Equine. I'll take a look. Okay. Marital bliss. Yeah. Is Manzer registered? He is not registered yet.
But when he is,
oh my God,
he will be in my name. Again, fact.
Damn it. Yes, in the state of Pennsylvania.
But we're in Michigan.
I'm going to look into that. You're off screen again. I'm scooching over. So he is going to be registered. I just have not sat my butt down yet to do it. So I need to do that. And so his name, not telling anybody yet. So, but there is a story to his name. And I'm really excited, and I really hope that I can get the registered name that I want for him. So you know it, do you?
Yeah, you said it.
Do you remember it?
Mm-hmm.
You remember it?
Yep. Right. You want to say it right now?
No. Okay. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. No, I don't, Amanda and Manny, horse life. I don't.
For Christmas?
I have too many horses. No.
She'll be looking for a new husband.
Yeah,
too.
No, that's not it. So for me, the thing is I have a lot of horses that are teenagers, and that's going to be really hard when they get older. And last year I sold 3 of my teenage horses to students, so that's good because I can only have so many horses, and if they're all geriatric and can't be used for lessons anymore, how am I supposed to work? So I need to be able to have like a variety of ages of horses. So that's where it's really nice that I have Manzer, because he's coming up. I mean, he's as of right now, I mean, I plan on him being one of my personal horses, but it really depends on how he turns out. He might be like the most amazing kid's horse. I might be kind of bored. I don't know. So we'll see. But to have, I have horses that are 1 and 3, and I have 7 and whatever. They go up, but it's hard when they all get to be the same age, because then we end up with a geriatric ward all at the same time, and that's hard.
Very expensive.
Very, very hard. It's hard enough with Miss Kitty being 26. Okay. Yes, Missy. Jason should do the paperwork.
No problem.
Yeah.
I do paperwork every day, all day. Too easy.
I think it's a great idea.
It's going to be
Robin, Merry Christmas to you too.
It's going to be named Manzer's Dash of Jason. If you like that registered name, I'll fill it out tomorrow.
Oh, you're ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay.
One at a time over the past 45 years, Joanne, that is the way to do it.
What?
She said 1 horses over the past 45. 1 at a time, she said. You should talk to Joanne. You guys should chat. She's got it figured out.
Joanne, we're all learning horsemanship all the time. Yes, that's awesome. I can't have 1 at a time. The horse would be very tired. I had 1 at a time. But I like the idea of having 1 horse that's not, I like having 1 horse that needs my strictly just me. Yeah, I like having that 1 horse worker. Like right now, I got 2 that need my time, and it's really hard because I don't have a lot of time, and so that wasn't planned out very well. But yeah, so I've got Sally and I have Ona that I need to spend a tremendous amount of time with that I don't have. So it'd be great if there was just 1, but whatever. So Manzer being the only one his age right now, that'll be great, because when he's 2 and 3 years old and I go to start him, it'll just be him. So yeah, I can't. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, it's hard. They're like potato chips, Missy. Like they just multiply. Or you can't just have 1. I mean, you get 1 horse, you gotta have another, and then my program like grew, and I had to accommodate my students, and that's just kind of how it worked. Oh, Carrie, that's awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it. That's very nice to hear, because that's my full intentions with this channel, is to be able to share everything that I can to just help people get directed in the way that they want to go. That 1 horse wouldn't fit. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Rachel's on.
Oh, hi, Rachel. Oh wait,
no,
that's Rusty.
That's Rusty.
Hey, Rusty, how's it going?
I'm telling Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm telling Rachel.
Hacker.
It's fun.
Yeah, Tracy. So yeah, the problem is I limit to my horse's work in a day. So yeah, there was a time where I just had one horse that I used for lessons, and that was my Coco. And then I got Miss Kitty, and then Nika came along. It's really fun to think about like when the timeline of when the horses joined the program. So I guess we got the most of them when we moved to our actual farm. We bought a farm, and it was like, boom, we ended up with a whole bunch of horses because I needed them for my program. It was so crazy. So, but yeah, draft horse would probably be, they can handle a lot of work. Actually, no ponies. I'd have to have, if I were to pick just one, it'd be a large pony, because a large pony can outwork a draft horse, I think, all day long.
What I learned is you don't leave when you buy a farm. So when I came home, there were twice as many horses.
Yeah. Jason was deployed the first year that we bought the farm. We moved in, and a month later he deployed. And when he came home from deployment, our horses legit doubled.
And she didn't tell me about it.
Well,
we were also talking about satellite phone
you
too.
You can only do so much. So
yeah, we bought the farm on October 1st, and I left
November 1st.
Well, October 30th. Mm-hmm. So I lived at this house for 30 days,
and then left.
And then I took off.
Yeah.
And I was gone for almost 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got home, she decided that she was going to buy every farm horse in the neighborhood, and we had all of them.
But I didn't buy them.
You bought some of them. Mm-hmm. That's fact.
It's Katie's fault.
Yeah, it's Katie's fault. The truck, the mouse, the horses. I hope she's still on.
Yeah, she left. So I ended up with a lot of horses that year, and it was fun because there was 5 colts to start all at the same time. So that was a little overwhelming, but it was fun. I didn't have kids. My husband was gone, and it was that's all I did was ride horses and start horses all day. It was a blast. We had a great time. Not the fact that you were gone. That was really bummer. But
I think they're talking about the paperwork for filing to register your horse. It's not that bad. It's just one form, isn't it?
Yeah, but you gotta be a member, and I just need to look into it. I don't know anything about it, so I just gotta sit down and do it.
And then, is it hard to get vacation coverage? Is it?
We don't go on vacation.
Oh, we do.
We went on vacation a few years ago.
I think there's talking about horses.
What?
I don't know. Inspired Clips, if you can help us out, what you're
We're
looking
confused.
For. We're confused
by
what
you're
question.
saying.
I'm thinking one thing, she's thinking the other.
Cats, RUFOs. My horses are all barefoot, and I trim them all myself. A pony is not under 14 2-hand. It depends 100% on your discipline and the breed. So if you're a jumper, anything under 14 2-hand is considered a pony. You go and tell a rancher that his 14 1-hand quarter horse is a pony. No, they're not. So it just really depends. So you got to be a little bit more open-minded about that. But yeah, for the jumping aspect of it and a lot of the English stuff, yes, that's what they consider pony. They do jumping, it's done in sizes. So that's how that works.
I can almost answer this one.
Which one?
How do you train your horses not to be afraid of normal sounds, noises?
You expose them to everything and anything.
You just do everything you want to do.
But you don't drill stuff, and you make it no big deal when they react to things. So you'll see people standing on a horse's back cracking a bullwhip over and over and over again. That is you're causing that horse to be just to drown stuff out. They're not even engaged anymore. I always want my horses to be engaged in things, and I want them to notice stuff. So some people that live by us were shooting guns off a lot, and the horses at first, it really scared them. And it was kind of nerve-wracking because when I got little kids on horses and then the horses spook at stuff and there's no warning whatsoever that it's coming, it got kind of worrisome. But after a couple weeks of that happening, the horses, they don't even flinch at it anymore. So that's really great because I looked at that as free training. So, and I made sure never to react when my horses react to something. And I'm a super jumpy person. I startle really bad. And so for me, a lot of times I'm the one that's jumping And so the horses have to deal with me doing that kind of stuff too. So I like to think that I startle-proof my horses in the process. So, okay.
So I was right. Inspired Clips was talking about horses. People take care of your horses when you're gone.
Oh, yeah. People take care of our horses when we go on vacation, but we don't really go places very often.
You don't.
Right, you go places.
I'm like, you can come with or you can stay here. It's your choice.
We are going on a trip. Justin and I are going to go on a trip at some point, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Inspired Clips, the other thing, too, is that if you own a place, check your insurance. I don't know where you're located, but most of the insurance companies in the U.S. that insure farms and stuff have unique types of coverage for if a horse dies, if things get damaged specifically from equine stuff. So just understand the policy, or if you're actually looking for that kind of stuff, read between the lines.
Megan, you're right. Quiet people make crazy horses, and crazy people make quiet horses. Totally true. Like, my horses never know what they're gonna get with me because there's days where I have to, I don't have much time, and I gotta take 5 horses from point A to point B all at the same time myself. So, they just go with the flow. They know that that's what they've got to do. But, I have a great video coming. I love doing boot camps. Boot camps are my absolute favorite. And I did a teen boot camp this fall. And it was right by Halloween. And one of the girls asked me, Tara, I don't know if she's still watching, but she asked me, if I bring a hippo suit tomorrow, would you wear it?
That's awesome.
And so I taught this boot camp. I wore this hippo suit for like 40 minutes. And I did groundwork with some of the horses while wearing a hippo suit. So that is one of the ones that I have to edit yet, but it's going to be a process to edit it. So yeah, that's just, my horses just never know what to, yeah, you just ignore the bad stuff and reward the good. Exactly.
Thanks, Tracy.
See you later, Missy. Have a great Christmas. Let's see.
We may have to do that too.
What?
Duck out soon.
Yep, we should.
We're at hour 7.
Yep. I thought you said we're at hour 7. I'm like,
no, that would be a really long video. I don't think we could maintain anyone's interest I'm surprised we're maintaining people's interest.
I'm surprised too. So yeah, I don't know about clicker training is definitely something that a lot of people really enjoy. It's not something that I do. I just don't see the need for it. So I have had great luck with what I've got going on, and I don't need any other thing that I have to have with me. I'd drop it and I'd lose it on the trail, and so I think it works out good what I'm doing.
Any advice for canter work with a long and downhill TB?
Ground poles.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, do ground poles. Ground poles are great. I'll teach them to lift up the front end a little bit better. I don't understand that. Okay, so I think that we are.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, we're gonna duck out. So you guys stay tuned. I've got a couple of really great videos coming. I have one of the next couple of videos. So Masters Equine, what do you do though if your horse is deaf? I don't know. So she says use your mouth for clicking. I don't know. I just don't think it's not necessary for what I do. If you do it, that's awesome, but it's just not necessary for what I do. So coming this week, guys, I've got a couple of videos, but the one that you're going to want to see for sure that I'm excited about is one of Manzer's training sessions. So I think that you'll really enjoy that when I can get it edited down and uploaded. I think you guys will really enjoy that, so stay tuned because that's coming very soon. And yeah.
We're going to do Christmas, and we're going to wrangle our little children for the next 3 days, trying to get them all happy and sugared up.
We have a Christmas party for the barn too. That's coming up. I'm always excited about that. I love when my barn family.
We might video that.
Maybe we'll do some videoing during that. It'll be fun. Okay.
Depends how crazy it gets and what we decide to do. Sometimes it can get kind of gnarly because we do some weird stuff with those.
Yeah. Yeah, we usually take it outside and do some sledding and skiing with the horses. That's super fun. But we have so much snow this year. I don't know if we can make it work. It might be too deep for the horses.
Right.
Yes, Laura, I will definitely show so much more of Manzer. Don't worry. And I'm having my biggest dilemma is, there's all this stuff that I want to do with him, but I really want to catch it all on video for you guys. But I do all my own videoing, and so to work with him and video is really hard. So you'll see in one of the upcoming videos, I just put my phone on the hay bale, and then Clover the cat takes over and purrs, and it's all there. You'll see it. But it's the best I can do with what I got right now. So there'll be more professional equipment coming soon. So, all
right. Cool. Well, thank you guys all for the Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Great.
Everyone have a safe and good holiday season with your family, and hopefully everyone gets a chance to relax. I know that's what we're going to intend to do.
Absolutely.
You can just look at that now. We're done.
Oh yeah, we're done. I'm not looking at any more comments. I'm enjoying. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Have a great one. Bye.